Hello students, last class we have discussed about the magnetic field. That time we discussed magnetic field can be represented by magnetic field lines. Today's class we are going to discuss about the magnetic field lines. Here you can see magnetic field is represented by the lines around a magnet. The path along which north pole moves in a magnetic field is called a magnetic field line. Here you can see if we have a magnet here and you are placing a compass needle and towards which direction the north pole of that is moving, that we can take as the magnetic field line. They give the direction and strength of the magnetic field. Let us see how to represent magnetic field. If we have a bar magnet and a compass needle, we can draw that magnetic field line of that particular magnet. How to draw? Here you can see a bar magnet, north pole is there and south pole here. Then what to do? You have to place that compass near this corner. Then you can see that time here this is north pole, no, you know, unlike poles repel each other. So here what will happen? North pole will repel, north pole of that compass needle will repel. Then what you have to do that time? You have to mark a point here. Then take this compass from here and place here. Then you can see north is pointing towards that north needle. North of that needle is pointing towards one direction. There you have to mark a point. Then take the compass from there and keep that compass at this point. Then you have to mark the direction of that north pole of needle. Then like that you have to mark the points. At last you can see you will reach at the south pole of the magnet. Then for getting this magnetic field line, what you have to do? You have to join all these points. Then you can get a curve like this. Okay, then if you are placing that compass here and drawing, means that time also you can get the points like this, and if you are joining that you can get that magnetic field line. Here we started from here, no, so you can show the direction like this, starting from north pole and ending at the south pole. This is also very important. Like that way here also we can show that arrow here, starting from the north pole, emerging from the north pole and merging to south pole, like that way. Like that way we can draw so many magnetic field lines. Okay, here also then again like that way. Here also you can draw like this. This is very important. You have to put the arrows there to show the direction. Here you can see all these magnetic field lines are emerging from the north pole and merging at the south pole. Here, sorry. Okay children, this is very important. All these magnetic field lines are emerging from the north pole then merging to south pole. That's why you have to put arrows there. That only gives us the direction. This is happening outside the magnet. Then inside the magnet, what is happening? Inside the magnet, that lines are moving from south to north. Okay, south to north. That we can show there like this way. We have to draw in that bar magnet. That only we can do. Okay, so here outside the magnet, that we can get, if we have a magnet and a compass, that we can draw. Inside the magnet, what is happening means these are moving from south to north. So we can say all these magnetic field lines are closed and continuous curves. Children, let us discuss the properties of magnetic field lines. Already discussed. Here you can see a bar magnet. I told you the magnetic field lines are emerging from the north pole, then merging at the south pole. So we can say these magnetic field lines are directed from north to south pole outside the magnet, starting from north and ending at the south. Okay, that is outside the magnet. Then inside the magnet, what is happening? That is from south to north. So here you can see outside the magnet like this way, north to south. Then inside the magnet, south to north. Here it is closed now. So we can say magnetic field line is a closed curve. Then here you can see magnetic field lines are crowded near the poles. Here you can see north pole, south pole. Magnetic field lines are crowded here. So we can say if these lines are crowded, we can say there the magnetic field is stronger. Okay, far away from this. Moving away from this means that magnetic field lines are distant apart, and you can say there the magnetic field is weaker. So magnetic field lines crowded means strong magnetic field there. They are distant apart means distance is there between magnetic field lines means we can say they are weak. Okay, then the next property that is very important, magnetic field lines will never intersect each other. How can we say like that? Here you can see all these lines are not intersecting there. If these magnetic field lines can intersect, then compass at a point should show two directions. Is that possible? No. If you are placing compass at a point, it has to show only one direction there. Okay, this is not possible. If these lines can intersect there means like this way, then if you are placing at the point of intersection, if you are placing that compass there, the needle has to show both the directions at a time. Is that possible? No, that is not possible. That's why we can say the magnetic field lines will never intersect each other. Listen children, here you can see some parallel lines. If the magnetic field lines are represented by these parallel lines, what can we say about that magnetic field? There the magnetic field will be uniform. Okay, magnetic field lines are represented by parallel equidistant lines means we can say the magnetic field is uniform. Okay, so how to represent uniform magnetic field? There you have to draw magnetic field lines like this. Parallel lines you have to draw there. Okay. Next class we will discuss the magnetic field due to a current carrying straight conductor.